Hello, Gemini. My Gemini. How are you doing? I hope all is well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jenna Jaguar. And this space is dedicated to anyone. Where are my deck holders? Seriously, where is it? Anywho, this space is dedicated to anyone on a path of deep healing, intuitive awakening, and overcoming toxic traits and karmic cycles that are damn near impossible to break free from. I forgot I used some of my deck containers to cleanse my crystals last night. Hopefully you took advantage of that full moon. Oh, it's raining where I'm at now. So usually after a full moon, there's like a big transformation or shift. And usually when it rains, it's like clears out old stagnant energy. So if that is what you're going through, then that might be why. But anywho, I'm doing something new for my Gemini placements. Or for all signs, because I know I usually do signs, goals, and objectives reading. So as a little bonus, because I've been MIA, I am doing I guess the monthly play-by-play, like a monthly play-by-play on what to expect for the month of June for you specifically. All right, so hopefully this will get a little bit more insights on. Hopefully it goes deeper. It plays off of the goals and objectives reading in a way that resonates for you. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, what can my Gemini placements expect for the month of June? What can my Gemini placements expect for the month of June? What can my Gemini placements expect for the month of June? My Gemini sure look good tonight. Okay. One. Oh. Two. Okay. Three. I feel like I'm that counting like that Mr. Owl from that Tootsie Roll Pop commercial. 1, 2, 3. 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? I wonder why that commercial is popping out. Child. 4. Week 3, somebody gonna be tired. This string card, this girl look tired as hell. I'm gonna show you it to you once I get all these cards out. Let's see. 5. Somebody misses you because my titty is itching. And it says somebody miss you when your titty itch. And I had an aunt. She would walk around. She would be outside. She had big titties, just black. She had like a gap in her teeth. I don't know why. Just scratching her nipples. It was like, Aunt Angela, we good. Oh, that's funny. I don't know why that. I don't know why. I don't know. Oh, 7. Why that was pertinent. Number 8. Well, damn. Wands. Oh, this 2 of Wands came out on top of this Death card. Give me one more for this 2 of Swords. Damn. I'm assuming this is for week 5, okay? Because it came out. But whatever happened in week 4, because week 4 you had death, and 2 of Swords came out on top of death. So something that you were unable to see, you're going to be able to see, and that stuff is going to take you off guard with the 7 of Wands. It's like you were, whatever happens in week 5, you were sitting there waiting for a fight. You didn't know what's going to happen, when it's going to come. But when your enemies showed up, baby, it became go time. So, yeah. But whatever happens in week 5 may have you in indecision and obsessive. I don't know. We're gonna clarify a little bit more. 9 of Swords at the bottom of your deck, bottom of the deck. So maybe you're stuck in your head about something. Yeah, maybe it's not trying to figure something out. So week 1, you have 3 of Swords in the Star. So week 1, you may be dealing with some disappointments as well as some hope. Um, it's kind of like release. It looks like you're kind of like releasing the burdens associated with the pain of something. Let's see if this 3 of Swords says anything. So week 1, you might be facing a difficult emotional experience, such as the end of a relationship, a deep personal disappointment, or betrayal by someone close. So the 3 of Swords piercing the heart reflect how sharp and overwhelming these feelings can be, yet truth and clarity often emerge through them. So that's where that star is coming from. Now, this card is a reminder that although heartbreak and grief are challenging, painful, they pass. Pain often provides clarity, helping to see the truth and understand situations in a new light. What is it? If it doesn't hurt you enough, then it won't motivate you to stay away. I don't know. Something like pain is a good reminder not to go. It's like, okay, you touch that stove and it's hot. You don't know not to touch the stove when you get burned. So something about that is important. Um, Now, it could be that you are, for week 1, it could be that you are starting to flourish or and have hope again after going through a heartache, Jesus, after a heartbreak or a disappointment or a loss. This could be like you going through tough times and just decide to be like, okay, let me just take a break from life. Okay. Oh no, it's not like no. Like a vacation. Okay, short term vacation where you. I feel like I like to clarify this all the way. Where where you get a release, a staycation, going to a beach, going to a log cabin. I don't know, something like that seems what you're doing for week 1. Now, I don't know, because Gemini, this should be your birthday season. Going into week 2, you have the Lovers, Ace of Swords. So maybe you do find a breakthrough for week 2. Maybe you decide to have a choice. Maybe you decide to make a choice for week 2 to speak on something. It could be something that pertains to whatever happened in week 1. And what is it like, speaking your truth on something? Because it looks like the top sword is going straight down into the Lovers. So maybe it was some disappointment from some relationship that you learned to. And you know what's funny? Because this is like the same Ace of Swords that pulled out, that's in the center of this 3 of Swords. So maybe you're realizing in week 2, I don't know, either you're pulling the sword out of your back from something that a lover or a close partner did to you, or you are taking, what is this? Now, this could be you deciding to take accountability for the pain that other people caused you. And it's like you taking the sword out of your own back. Even though you didn't put it there, you're taking it out of your own back. And that shows true resilience, that shows true hope, true star quality for somebody to go through pain, disappointment, to be mistreated, and still learn to get up the next day. Not get up, I don't know what the next day, I don't know how long it takes for you to heal, but to still get up and move forward as though those scars are not affecting you. Hopefully they're not. Hopefully you truly heal and those scars don't affect you and you're not like suppressing emotions. But if not, then it is what it is. So, uh, what is that? Week 3, you have strength and the fool. So this is giving you the strength to have a new beginning. And let me tell you, because this strength card, this lady looks tired. I don't know, she don't look that tired on camera, but tired in person. So in person, she looked real tired, but in this card, okay, there you go. Don't she look tired? She looked tired. So this is giving me the energy of somebody who probably puts on facades, take good photos, have nice pictures, but be that as it may, if somebody see you in person, it's like, damn, you look tired as hell. You need a break. Okay, so maybe it's finding the strength to start new. And what is that? Considering how in the Ace of Swords the dragon is big, on the Fool card the dragon is small. You might be starting a new venture in somewhere, going through a new. The Fool, she's like walking through like a tunnel, a door. Like you're either going through a new spiritual lesson, test, or passing a spiritual lesson, test, or you're going into maybe a new relationship, a new chapter in your life, a new career path, um, maybe something to do with speaking with the Ace of Swords. Um, yeah, but you're gonna have to do it because I believe the dragons in this deck represents confidence or something. Let's see. That's cool. So to encounter the full in reading is to be called to embrace wonder and curiosity. The glowing portal invites you to step into the unknown, guided by celestial symbols. I'm going to show it to you. Guided by celestial symbols of hope and possibility. The dragon on their shoulder embodies transformation and courage, with the red flower reflects trust and courage to embrace new things. Okay. So maybe you, because the dragon over here is big, so maybe you were courageous in one area of your life. Week 3, you're going to find the courage to tackle another area in your life that you are maybe insecure, you're not so confident about. Okay. Something about mushrooms. This is giving me not Mary Poppins, but Alice in Wonderland. Maybe you take shrooms. Maybe you sit here trying a new way um to ease your mind. So maybe if you're used to taking shrooms or smoking weed, maybe you're gonna try CBD or breathing exercises. I don't know. It's like you're gonna try something different. That's what I don't know. Take it, flip it, snag it, rub it down, however it resonates. Okay. Week 4. Yep, we're in week 4. You have Death and the Seven of Wands. I already explained that. And I already explained week 5 too, but let me see if I can clarify this 7 of Wands. So week 4, there may be an element of you having to defend yourself. You may be surrounded by external pressures. The figure stands strong on high ground, a symbol of advantage and determination. It reflects the strength to confront challenges head on and the resilience needed to overcome obstacles. So it's a lot of courage that you need for this month of June. It says the 7 of Wands encourage you to face adversity with courage and persistence. It's a reminder that standing up for your beliefs, values, and achievements is worth the effort, even if the odds seem stacked against you. Okay? Ooh, so with that, maybe there was something that you were fighting for that you didn't really care about at first, but maybe something in you is going to switch and you're going to get the courage to actually fight for what you want. And maybe some indecision is going to happen and you are going to get some clarity, and it will, I don't know, I need to clarify this Devil. Can you clarify this Devil for week 5? 7 of Swords. Oh, yeah. So maybe you're going to so maybe something that was hidden, something that you weren't sure about. I was getting this was for all air signs, because in the original reading for all air signs, it was the Ace of Swords and the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So whatever it is that coming up in week 5, maybe you were sitting here playing dumb, or maybe something you weren't noticing, something that was hidden from you. You're going to get some clarity, and you're going to see. And see, this Hangman is hanged up by a snake. Considering how it's next to the Devil, you may have your habits be holding you back. And you may be trying to be stealthy or sneakily trying to keep those habits with you or something. Let me see what this Hangman says. Suspended from the ancient tree, the Hangman appears calm, as though he has chosen this moment of stillness. That's all Hangman cards. But the golden halo around his head radiates enlightened gained through surrender, while the serpent coiled around the branch signifies transformation. Okay, see, snakes aren't all bad. So maybe you're going to have some transformation. Maybe you will have a transformation of perception around the snakes you deal with in your life. Maybe sometimes the greatest progress comes from stepping back and surrendering to the flow of life. In this moment of suspension, transformation quietly unfolds. So maybe something happens in the final weeks of June that will have you go from not giving an F to saying, nah, let me go get that. And maybe you're sitting there trying to play nice at one point, but then it's like, no, I need to go demon time. I gotta fight fire with fire. With this crown on this sword is given like you will be victor. Let me see what this Ace of Swords says with the crown. The sword grasped by steady hand. Ooh, sorry. Anywho, there's a storm going on outside. The sword grasped by a steady hand pierces through the clouds of confusion, symbolizing that this is the time for decisive action and clear thinking. That's going to happen in week 2, with the mountains high in the background representing challenges to be overcome, and the golden crown adorned with the vines, signifying success and growth. So you're going to find success and growth despite whatever pain or whatever has happened to you, either in this month or the past. So yeah, this card points to the power of truth and focused vision. All right. And look, you got 2 swords in this card in the final week with this hangman and the devil. So maybe you're going to figure out 2 out of the 3 swords that were put in your back. And you are going to learn how to navigate things stealthily so you can get out of this 9 of Swords energy at the end, at the bottom of the deck. It could be a female with the Empress. It could be a wife, ex-wife, a mother figure that is being manipulative, that is stressing you out. Maybe that's coming after your money. It could be, if you're a woman, it could be a masculine energy doing that to you. So take it, flip it, smack it, rub it down, however it resonates. Okay. Oh, no, I lied. We're not done. We are not done. We are going to get some advice on what to do week by week. Spirit, can you give me any advice on what my Geminis should do for the month of June? Any advice for my Gemini placements for week 1? Gratitude. Okay. Gratitude unlocks abundance. Recognize what you have attracts even more blessings. Write down 3 things you are grateful for today. Shift your focus to appreciation. So maybe something happens this week. Maybe you hear bad news. What is it? This could also be like maybe you heard bad news about a loved one that maybe you betrayed or betrayed you, and they're not doing good, but you are doing well. Something about that. I don't know. If that's the case, and the child is here, so maybe it's like some heartbreak or something that is going on with you and a child. There's some disappointment that's going on with you and a child, but you need to be grateful. Find something to be grateful about. I don't know if you can't find something to be grateful about that situation with a child, find something else, okay? And it will, what is it? People often think that if you want to manifest a good outcome for a certain situation, you need to focus on a happy outcome for that situation. But honestly, you just need to focus on being happy in general and shifting your mindset towards, I deserve good things to come, or I deserve good out of this situation. So regardless of what happens, how it looks, all the ups and downs, the final outcome of that situation will be good, will be for your favor. As long as you do your part, follow the divine, and follow your intuition for what is guiding you to lead you to that reality. Okay. Now, any other advice for week 1? Any other advice? Can you trust? I like how trust came on top of the star card, because you have to have trust in order to have hope. So have faith in the unseen. Everything is unfolding in the divine timing. Let go of the need to control, surrender to the process, and trust that the universe has your back. I think I said something else in this reading earlier about how you don't know where the next step is leading you. And you have to have trust. This person, it looks calm and chill as hell, but don't look at nothing. Don't know what their head look like, but they trust it's okay. Okay, gotta have that same type of trust. Now, week 2, any advice for my Gemini placements for week 2? Faith again. Wow. Well, not faith again, but okay, whatever. Faith sustains manifestations even when there's no visible evidence. Keep believing. Strengthen your faith by affirming that everything is working out in your favor. Literally just got done saying this. And that's the lovers. Since it's coming underneath the lovers, it's like you have a choice. You have a choice to believe in whatever is going to happen. If there is a feminine figure that had you in the Nine of Swords, maybe a Taurus or a Libra, you have to believe that whatever the situation is working out in your favor. That's how you were able to get this Ace of Swords, get this breakthrough. Any other advice for my Gemini placements for week 2? Resistance to receiving may be blocking opportunities. Allow yourself to accept what you deserve. You're not allowing, you don't have faith, you don't trust. Spirit's like, what am I here for? Why are you even talking to me? Because you don't believe me anyway. What about week 3? Any advice? Precision. Shoot my shot like pew, pew, pew. Okay, careful, calculated action leads to the best results. Aim with clarity and intention. So this is under the Strength card. This is giving me like Knight of Pentacles type energy. Like, I am going to get it done, but I'm going to make sure that everything is in order. I'm going to be precise. Take focused action today. Align each step with your ultimate goal. And it takes strength to do that. It takes strength to stay focused, to take action, to be precise, to not let distractions get in your way. That takes strength, especially when it comes to getting over hardship, disappointments, betrayals. What is this? With the strength and precision, it's kind of being like, maybe it's like a legal matter or something, like you don't have a lot of tries to get this right, and maybe you're low on energy, you're weary, maybe out of options, out of resources, out of, I don't know, ideas, and you are needing this last ditch effort, the fool, to work out in your favor. Any advice? Any other advice? Allowance. It seems like Spirit already has everything lined up for you. You just got to allow it to happen. When you let go of resistance, abundance flows freely into your life. Release the need for control. Trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. And another thing that I'm getting is that sometimes we hold ourselves back because we don't believe. And sometimes your belief around the situation will shift your mindset, will shift what actions you should take in a certain situation. Yeah, so maybe sometimes you need to shift your perspective. Because there's oftentimes I would be coaching a client and on their health goals, and they will be like, oh, this and that is not going good for me, this and blah, 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 blah. And they just get all of these reasons why they can't do something. But then I tell them, well, something that I tell them, like, maybe how something that they're already doing is contributing to how they feel. Or I spit some type of fact or science or something to them that lets them, like, something clicks in the head, like, oh, well, let me get on the road and get to it. So yeah, maybe that's something that you were going through or dealing with. Could be like resistant. Yeah, because you're not allowing things to happen because you're so focused on maybe something from the past, maybe a disappointment, and you're so focused on like the negative, you're not allowing the positive and the aligned downloads for your highest good. If you keep focusing on the pain and disappointment, you are not that is not in alignment with your highest good. When you focus on high vibrational things and really hone in on what emotion your end goal will bring you, and start to engage in activities or read content or watch things that give you that same emotion for the goal that you want, then your mind is going to start bringing you to do habits or hunches to do certain things and meet certain people or say certain things to bring you your goal. Okay. Sorry. All right. Week 4. Death card. Confusion or uncertainty may be disrupting your focus. So I think that's why I said that, because week 4, that's what we be going through. Take time to refine your intentions. So maybe you're not clear on your intentions. Maybe you're not clear on somebody else's intentions. Can you can you clarify anything else? All right. Also for week, I don't know, major, minor. Could also be synchronicity. I said that earlier in this reading. I was like, maybe some things, some setbacks and things are happening specifically so things can fall into place. So the universe is constantly sending you signs and confirmations. Pay attention to repeated patterns. Stay mindful of recurring numbers, symbols, and events. They are guiding you toward alignment with your desires. And then week 5, this can be for week 4 and 5 because it slid over here, but resistance or hesitation may be slowing momentum. Lean into the movement. Now that's definitely for week 5 because you got the 2 of Swords, Hangman, Devil of 7 Swords. So you may be stuck in indecision, holding yourself back, and you may need to transform, get some enlightenment, change your mindset about something, about the ways that you are holding yourself back. So this Devil and this 7 of Swords right here could be ways that you are mentally keeping yourself stuck. You're mentally keeping yourself in prison. And maybe these thoughts aren't even from you. Maybe it's like expectations from a past failed relationship. Maybe it could be you feeling obligated or bound to a certain relationship or a certain family dynamic that is not fruitful at all. So maybe you're changing your perspective about something that's not fruitful. Let's see if this Devil. Maybe you may be recognizing your misaligned power or somebody else's misaligned power around you. Maybe you're recognizing how it could be some outside organization or the courts or something are keeping you bound. When this card appears, it reminds you to examine areas of life where temptation or attachment may have taken over. So that goes back to the very first thing, recognizing things in yourself that's holding you back. Okay. Any other advice for the final week reflection? When will my reflection show? Deep introspection is needed. The answers lie in understanding your past and present. Take time to journal, meditate, or analyze patterns in your life for insight and clarity. Okay. Card at the bottom of the deck says stillness. You need to set your ass down, Gemini. In stillness, you align with clarity. Quiet the mind to hear the wisdom within. Take a moment today to pause, breathe deeply, and listen to your inner knowing. Okay. All right, Gemini, this has been your, I guess, June breakdown, your June monthly play-by-play or weekly play-by-play. I don't know what I'm going to call this. But if you like the way I read, if you like this reading, let me know. This is new. I will continue doing this first week of the month to go with the goals and objectives reading. All right. So if you like the way I read, do not hesitate, like, comment, or subscribe. And I will check with you next time. I made some changes in the layout of my reading, so please go and check out my channel page if you are still interested in this healing journey that I am taking you on. Okay, so without further ado, I hope this helps. Enjoy your week. Happy June, and until next time, happy healing.